Group of death. Bayern, Barcelona meet again. Inter, and I'm not even taking a stab
I'll do it. Victoria Plzen.
Okay, I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But
it is a weird looking one.
Okay, so you have Inter, if I remember correctly, winning Serie A team that no one should be sleeping on. Mm-hmm. Barcelona, for a lot of people, is their sleeper pick for obvious reasons. Xavi, hopefully bringing this team back. Frankie de Jong, Pedri in the midfield, Lewandowski, a team that maybe shouldn't be a write-off as much as they may have been in the past. And Bayern, man, I'll get into this later, but Bayern is my team to surprise everybody.
Yeah, do you know what I was thinking about it? I was like, I just don't know the way it's going to go. Like, I think the obvious way is the way it kind of looks on the screen is Bayern, Barcelona, Inter, and Victoria Plzen. And unfortunately, I don't think Plzen are going to make much of a dent in this group. Yeah. It would be great to see them grab a couple of wins, like the San Siro or the Nou Camp and
right.
all that. Like, that's what the Champions League magic's all about, and I would love to see it. But unfortunately, this task might be a bit too tough for them. I think Bayern Munich takes this group handsomely.
Nice. Okay,
that's kind of my big take on this group. Me too. They're just in such a rhythm right now. 15 goals for, 1 against. You know, this is what the Bayern Munich team are playing for, and they're going to bring it.
I completely agree with you. Liam, I feel so happy to do this podcast with you. We're just on the same page always. I think Bayern Munich gets disrespected way too much. Mm-hmm. Way too much. For everyone who says that the Bundesliga is a quote-unquote farmers league, it's so annoying because people need to remember that they won the Champions League in 2020. Like, this was a couple years ago now that they won the Champions League. They solidified themselves as a top club in Europe, and here they are with an even better team now. I think Sadio Mane will be that difference maker for them that takes them to another level. But when you score 15 goals in 3 games and have 1 goal against, no matter what league you're in, that's impressive. And they're working as a team. You can tell through photos and interviews that they're really like a tight-knit team, which is very important in these tournaments. And I would not sleep on Bayern Munich despite what you think of the Bundesliga.
I think a thing with Bayern too is they now have to do it as a collective.
Yes.
And I'm not saying by any means was Lewandowski bad for this team, because that would be wrong and stupid of me to say, but before they relied upon his goals to score a lot because they knew he was more than capable of scoring 3 or 4 a game if he wanted to, but now they're all knowing that they can all contribute and everybody has a role to play in this game, in this team now, and it's not just to feed Lewandowski, it's to feed Mane, to feed Coleman, to feed Sane. Like, there's just so many threats on this team, and like Davies, like you know, like,
our favorite. Do you think he's the best left back in the world? Were you with me on that?
I think so. Yeah. We've not a ton of research behind it. I mean, he's definitely one or two.
Slightly biased for both of us,
but he's up there. Do you know what though? My first take of this podcast.
Yes, let's hear it.
I think Barcelona doesn't get out of this group. Wow. That's my thing.
I don't hate it, Liam.
I just don't know if that team's there right now. Like, they're obviously great, but I don't know what it is. I just feel like Inter has that little edge over them at the moment. I don't even think it's based off like a talent thing. I don't know what it is. I just don't have that feeling that they're Barcelona from the past yet.
So funny, because I feel like Barcelona is kind of a roller coaster ride right now.
Yeah.
There was a time last season where Xavi went on this unreal run with them. Do you remember that?
Yeah, towards the end. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're not winning any games. And they're getting, they're breaking records for all the wrong reasons. I can't remember every stat off the top of my head, but they kind of fell off. And then we talk about the start of this season, all the trouble in Barcelona with signing players and getting everything on time. I know that they played a friendly yesterday against City.
Yeah, that was a charity game for ALS.
Right, so you can't really look at that too much in terms of like actual team performances. I do think that they have a lot of talent on their team, but Liam, it would not be a jaw-dropping moment for me if they didn't do well, because I do think they are a team that is kind of trying to figure out the pieces right now, and it can be a very up and down ride, unfortunately, for their fans.
Yeah, and so the thing with me about them is I think they're obviously this group will go down to the last fixture in the group, I think.
Okay.
But right now, like, they weren't that convincing in the first game of the season for them. Like, they drew 0-0. Obviously dominated the game, but 21 shots, 2 big chances, didn't get a goal. And then they played Real Sociedad last weekend, won 4-1. However, it was Lewandowski scored in the first minute. Alexander Isaac scored in the 6th minute. He was signing for Newcastle, by the way. Great signing, my team. And then it wasn't until Fatty came on in the 64th minute that's when the game turned around. So I don't know what it is. Like, they obviously won 4-1, and we'll see. But I just have that feeling like my picks are going to be Bayern Munich and Inter Milan, and Barcelona to get the Europa League spot.
I would love to see it. I would love to see Inter get that second spot solely for Serie A. Like, just to bring more of respect back to Serie A. You know what I mean?
I agree. And you know what? One good team isn't making it through. Either way, the one way you look at it, like I think Bayern's a lock. It's Barcelona or Inter, and I'm just gonna put my chips on Barcelona.
Okay.
To be out.